Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Schevity Craft. This is Scoots42, and today I wanted to start trying to make, if I can get it to come up here, there it is, Z-Logic controller from Ender.io. We're missing a little bit of redstone. We've got all the rest of the stuff in our inventory. I need this because I would like to make a farming station. There we go. So if we're looking at the slice and splice, it says I'm still missing the item. Oh, it went in my bag, didn't it? Yep, it sure did. There we go. Get you back out of there. So if we right click on the slice and splice, and then we're already searching for the Z-Logic, so it's right up there for us. Now this plus is available to us. You need to have an axe of some kind, and it scrolls through all the different axes you can use, and you need a pair of shears in there for this to work. I've already supplied it with an iron axe and some just regular iron shears, so when I pop that stuff in there, you can see thanks to this octadic capacitor that I actually got that pretty quick. This does tend to be a little on the slow side without that octadic. Let's see, and I also had in here, looks like that's ready as well. Where did it go? I thought I had them. Maybe I already grabbed them. I smelted up a bunch of the items that we were going to need earlier. That's really weird. I could have sworn... Oh, you know what? I didn't actually make that yet. That is why. So let's put this stuff away. And I'm kind of experimenting also right now, trying to see if I can automate these grains. I've got a mechanical user, a timer from RF Tools, and an ender chest down there, also a ranged collector from actually Additions. And I'm probably going to go run back down there here in just a little bit. Let's see, we need a machine frame from Ender.io. Needed one of these guys. I don't think I had the grains at the time to make that, so there's that. And what did we combine that with again? The organic machine powder, which I've got right here. Alright, so these will go in the alloy smelter. And you may notice I pulled out one of these funky capacitors from a loot bag, which is pretty awesome. So I put that in the smeltery. So that cooking stuff up fairly quick. So we should be able to get a farming station here pretty quick. I've already crafted our energized bit metal gears, which needed energetic alloys. We did a few iron gears. We have the Z-Logic. I think the last thing to craft are 2 of these pulsating crystals, which we just need pulsating iron for. And let's see what the recipe for these are. That's just iron and ender pearls. So that's pretty cool. And here is our farming station. This thing can take a pretty decent amount of power, and I'm willing to bet it's also going to need a capacitor. And for this guy, I'm actually going to do another one of our, what are those, power cells? I'm going to give him his own power cell. He doesn't need his own, he doesn't quite need that much power, but I do kind of want him to have his own separate power source. So it looks like I need some prismarine, which we should be able to get pretty easily. I haven't really done a whole lot more with the auto crafting. I'm trying to gather up the supplies I need for that. Hopefully we'll have stuff like this all automated fairly soon. Let's see, that went in my mining bag again. There we go. And I think I'm just going to pop these in my backpack here so they stop giving me a hard time. And let's pop you in there. Now the only thing that might trip us up, I think we're going to need a little bit of paper. So let's go and grab a little bit of sugarcane here. Tell you, we're probably going to get into immersive engineering soon too. Sugarcane's one of those things I like growing in a garden cloche. It takes up like one block space basically. So let's see, we're going to need to make some paper. There we go. And we're going to need one of those little card things here. There we go. So let's get you linked. Link, thank you. And I've kind of started building out our little platform here, but we're going to need to grab a little bit of dirt and fill that in. See, do I have a wand handy? I do. It's almost dead though. Do I have any more in here? No, I do not. That shouldn't be too difficult. I'll just grab another one here, and you can go up in there. And let's see, probably use a little bit of dirt. Let's get this wand down here. There we go. So will you? Nice. I should just. Did that use all of that dirt? Oh my gosh, that used all the dirt. So this one over here is almost finished. So let's. That was actually kind of lucky. So we'll just grab a few pieces of this dirt here. There was a time when these builder's wands would not do that. There you go. Alright, so where's the center of this guy? Like right here-ish? And I'm thinking like right there? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably as close to the center as we're going to get. So one of the challenges aside from the constant sounds of zombies, let's take a nap real quick here. But anyway, one of the challenges is providing this area with water while also giving this an area large enough to work. And I can't remember, I think the default size of this used to be 9 by 9, but since we're more than likely going to have to put a capacitor in here, I'm not terribly sure if that is still going to be the case. Alright, so let's put you there, and you here for a second. And it does need a capacitor. So let's put you right here, and put you in. Why did you go in the link slot? Okay. So that's filling up pretty quick. Set all those sides to out. And so you are ready. Okay. I don't know if the farming station will farm sugarcane. I've never actually tried. So we may build a second one. What was I looking for? Oh, you know what I need? I need more paper. Because there is something I would like to build. Hopefully we've got enough left here. We're going to do a dirty little trick here, and hopefully this will still work. What I want to make is this mattock. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some of this paper here, and we're going to do a paper axe head, the shovel head, and the paper tool rod. Mattock. Now, if you notice, this thing has horrible durability. Horrible, like 6 out of 6. But it has 5 modifiers. So, I don't know if you guys remember, way back a long time ago, and hopefully I've still got it around here somewhere. It might even be out here still. I don't see it. I'm not sure where it went. We may not have it anymore. It's possible I got rid of it. It might be floating around here somewhere. Sure you're not in here? Nope, you are not in there. Well, let's get rid of this for just a second, because we're going to make some stuff. And what I want to make is this guy right here, a reinforcement. So basically what I usually do is I do this with blank casts. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure I thought it was in there somewhere. Let's sort you by number of items, because I'd only have the one if we have it. I'm not seeing it in there, so it may have ended up somewhere else. Did you end up in here by chance? I'd hate to make an extra one if we don't need it, but that's not a big deal. So let's grab 10 pieces of gold. There we go. You can go home. Any of this other crap I can get rid of? Let's put our ring back on. I took that off for just a second. And let's do one more quick check here and see if we got any more rings. I think I got one possibly. It's hard to tell. I don't think it's working. if I'm being completely honest there, I don't believe it's working. So we're going to let this smelt down. And we're also going to need, I want to say, 40 pieces of obsidian to make this work. Now, did I not? Why are you not going in there? I could have sworn that we set this up to auto output. Oh, there it is. Okay, the obsidian's up there. That would make a little more sense. I thought I'd put it down there for some reason. So we're going to need a little bit of obsidian. Something like that. There we go. And so hopefully we should start seeing these casts in here. Now here they are. And so what I'm going to want, and that was actually pretty quick, are 5 of these guys. So there's all 5 of those. Let's clear that out. There we go. And we can come over here to this guy, and let's take our farming mattock here. Now what this does is each time I put that on there, it increases our reinforced by 20%. So here's 20%, 40%, 60, 80, and 100%. So we'll need to do this 5 times. And I'm just kind of shift clicking it in there. And so now what we have is a paper farming matic with 6 durability that also happens to just be unbreakable. So I'm never going to have to worry about replacing this guy. So let's see if you can go in there. Nice. Well, it looks like they have their own spot form now. And what I would really like to do is, I'm always running out of paper, so let's see if we have any rice seeds. That'll be number 1. Do I have any rice seeds? And I'm going to go with yes. Here's some rice seeds. And you know what? I'm going to grab some conduits here, I think. Man, this is going to be rough. Not really sure how exactly I want to do this. Because I mean, this stuff. You know what might be a good idea. Let's see. Do I have a shovel on me? I do. Let's do it like this. We're going to take you out of there. And then you'll get power from the bottom, so you'll go back in there. And what we're going to do is just kind of what we did around the other side there. We're just going to come around here and dig a trench of water, because this guy is automated. Right, something like that. So he doesn't need to be giant. I mean, we're not really trying to feed a whole army here. Let's see. And this should keep stuff hydrated. Some of it in the very front might not be. So we might kind of dig a trench here as well. But we'll just have to see how that goes. So I should be able to do something like this and get this filled in pretty quick. That's always the challenge with these. With these farming stations. I love them. I do. They're one of my favorites. Because instead of breaking the plants, they actually right-click them like a user would. So they're pretty server-friendly most of the time. At least that's been my experience. So that should be good on that guy for now. Because what's going to happen, do you auto? You do. So let's see here. How do I want to do this? You know what might be a good idea is let's look into... See, we've done a black hole tank. Let's see if we can do a black hole unit. We might need a 10 gear. Okay, so let's get that going. I think we can hopefully dump you guys off. There you go. Alright, so you should pop in down there here pretty soon. There it is already. Nice. So there is that. And we'll need a couple of these guys. And I think we have the rest of that stuff. Nice. Now what I don't know is exactly how these work. So let's see if I can put something in there. Like, I want to do it with something that is going to go in there like rice. Do I have any rice? I might not. Oh, here's some right here. Rice. Okay, so that will hold rice. That outputs. That inputs. Can I? Okay, so that's kind of strange. I don't know exactly. Let's try something like, let's see what happens with cobblestone, for instance. So let's take a few here, because I have no idea how this is going to work. Okay. Okay, so that'll work. Okay, cool. That will work exactly the way I hoped it would. So what we can do So I kind of want this nearby. Maybe we could do it like right here-ish. So if I put you, say, there, how are we on ender chests? We need to make a couple, it looks like. Really? I'm out of wool? That hasn't happened for a little bit. I accidentally made like a stack of this stuff. Let's just make another stack. That lasted me quite a while. Alright, so ender chest. 1 and 2. And what kind of color do we want to do here? Maybe a red and a blue? There we go. And let's see, you say can just sit like right there-ish. Sometimes step assist isn't as much of a help as you would think. So blue, blue, red, right? And then we'll get one of these item conduits. And it'll just have to be a little ugly for a minute. We'll set you to extract always active and insert. Nice. So hopefully, now I'm pretty sure that the ender farming station works pretty much like the sag mill and the alloy smelter in that it will auto output to a chest if I tell it to. So that's what we're going to try to do here. So if I do this, there we go. So my question is like, how far out here are you going to come? Right to the very edge. So that will work. And one of the great things about the Ender Farmer also, let's say you're gonna push, there we go. Now eventually it will start giving us some seeds here, and I kind of have a plan for that. Seriously? I don't know who came up with these little baby zombies, but I hate them. Oh my goodness. Now we could, have just done some worms over there. Unfortunately, worms have in the past been not so friendly when it comes to server lag. Anything decent in there? I'll take the golden apple. Nice. So let's do something to hopefully take care of the seeds. Because like I said, eventually those are going to become a problem. And this is a case where I think we're going to rely on our old friend thermal. Because we are going to need to filter this. So where did I put the item ducts? Over here? Item ducts. Well, I didn't want all of them. I think like maybe, one will suffice. I think I saw, there's some rice right over there. Nice. Okay, so that should have given me some seeds as well. Cool. And so what we're going to do is we'll try to keep this somewhat pretty, I guess. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can always put some kind of duct cover on this, and we'll put, oh, come to think of it, I didn't even think of that. We don't necessarily need to do this with thermal. I guess it won't hurt anything. We'll whitelist this and say that seeds are the only thing that can go in there. And what this should do is it's always going to keep at least one seed in there. That's always the case. So what it'll do though is it'll fill these up first, and then if there's any extra, it will set them over there. So one of the other things we can do, since I'm pretty sure we're really good on bone meal right now. Oh, what you guys almost let me forget is I need a couple more pieces of blue dye. Can't believe you guys almost let me forget that. Because we need to assign this ender chest. This is why I usually do it before I do the builds here. I almost forgot about that. So blue, blue, red. There we go. And now you're always active. And on this one, I don't care so much about whether or not we have the drawer locked or quantified. Because honestly, we're not going to need a ton of those seeds. I mean, we're just not. What I would like to do, though, is get some bone meal. Here we go. And this is one of those cases where if we had filters, it would actually be pretty handy. And yeah, see, it's not getting these. There we go. So that should bone meal them. Nice. So I think what we might do here is let's do something kind of sneaky. So there's our bucket. There's that. So that should fill in. Nice. And what we can do is let's see if we've got any stone slabs. And we can just put some slabs over this stuff and make it look like that's what we wanted. How about that? So I should be able to do something like so. There we go. And we can even kind of cover these up. So hopefully with that bone meal in there, this stuff will start to collect fairly quick. There we go. So let's see how you're doing. You're definitely using the bone meal. That is for sure. And let's give this a little test. Okay, so that is extracting. So I think this might be working. Yep, there it's farming it. Nice. So let's go and check out our black hole unit. And nice. That is definitely more rice than what I put in there. And here it comes. So that is awesome. That is definitely what I wanted to see. And what we'll end up doing out here, let's put a few, well, we may as well take that seed and put it in here, right? Same with those. Oh, that was not what I meant to do at all. There we go. Let's see, seeds, there we go. So you should plant a few more seeds. I think that is going to be pretty good. I kind of like how that works. I mean, I might even just kind of back that up too. I'll leave it like this for a little while. Anything? Oh, the paper, I'll take that. We've definitely been running low on the paper. So let's go ahead and get this stuff all put away. And we totally could rig up a system out there to keep filling it up with bone meal. I mean, that's totally within the realm of possibility. But what I've been doing too is these extra ones that I've been getting, I've been kind of popping some extra stuff in here for the guys. Let's see, are you charged yet? Nice. And it's stuff that I have plenty of. And let's get the rest of you guys put away. And let's make ourselves a drawer upgrade. Oh, I've already got a void upgrade. Cool. And let's go pop this out there in that seed chest, and we're going to call this pretty much done. I'll come back between episodes here, and we'll, pretty this up a little bit and make it look more like one of these. But, I mean, that's not that different than what we already had over here. And this, oh man, I'm just so excited. This is totally working. Totally working. And with these locked, it's not going to plant that last seed. So we're always going to have a place for the seeds to go. This farming mattock is never going to die, so we're never going to have to replace it. We're never going to have to worry about extra seeds. This black hole unit holds so much that I seriously doubt that we'll have to worry too much about. Oh, look at that. We already have almost a whole stack of rice. So let's grab like half of it and just see here. Uses. Stop me when you see the paper. There it was. Right there. Let's put those in there. So that's really going to help out our paper problem. That really is. And was that going to give me seeds? Nice. So we can kind of speed this up even more. We'll give you some seeds here. There we go. So you're almost full. Now you've got just a little bit more to go. Is that thing going pretty good? Nice. So I think this is probably a good place to wrap up the episode for today. We're going to be working a lot more with Ender.io. You know what, before we go, let's see if we got any more of those greens. And it doesn't look like it. I was really hoping. Let's craft another flint and steel. Will these? I feel like I've already tested this. Oh, it does. Okay. Let's get another flint and steel to take down there. Show you guys where I set this up. And it is kind of disappointing. I'm wondering if, it just has to be done in the presence of a player. So we can trash that. I always go through the trouble of getting a horse and I tame it. I never use the thing. So I'm probably just not going to bother with it. I mean, I might make a stable or something if I get bored. Let's see, I kind of tried to set something up down here where I've been doing this manually, but I'd really like to find a way to kind of automate this if I can. Because, I mean, it looked like it was going to work. So I wonder, are you just not, like... I mean, I didn't even have to do anything special. We'll take you off. I'm just kind of wondering if I actually have to be here. I made sure to load the chunk. See, there it is. Is the ranged collector not picking that up? Is that the problem? Okay. So I think what we should do then, if that is the case, is let's pop you right here. And see if you still have a problem. We'll watch this just for long enough. I hate wasting. Oh, I think it did it that time. Okay, so let's charge Porter our way back, since I always seem to get lost in there. So we had 3 of those grains in there. So hopefully we have 4 now. Nice. Okay, so at least that part of it was working. Now what I don't know is if it wasn't picking them up, and they were, maybe they were getting made. It looks like it continued to run because that was totally full. So what I could do too, let's see if I can make a few of these. And let's just do something silly like a hopper. Let's run back down there. Just real quick, we'll run back down there and set this hopper on there and put a few of these flint and steels on there. Man, I don't know why I'm struggling to remember the names of things today. I know we're running a little long on the episode, but I really want to see if this will work. Because if this works, we can really work out kind of a long-term solution. It looks like it's working. It really, really does. So if I put you there and put you guys in there, will it? It's going to try to. Oh, because it's upper low. Okay. So let's try that again. I guess we could just leave it on random slot. That should totally be working. I'm just making sure that it's not trying to light these. That was why I had to put a timer on it. If you see this timer over here, I set it to 300, which is right around, 20 ticks is 1 second, so right around a minute, I think. 30 seconds, something like that. Okay, so that's working out. I don't care if it's a random slot that does it, as long as it keeps doing it. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so let's charge Porter back real quick. And I'm going to keep an eye on this stuff for a little while, but I do know that we're just about out of time for this episode, unfortunately. Oh. There we go. Let's see, grains. We are out of time, so we are picking them up, it looks like. In the next episode, I will report back and let you guys know how this little bit worked out. So I hope you had a good time today. Hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave some comments down there for me. Some feedback would be nice. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.